Hey, folks, this is part one of our second interview with Joseph Williams of Toto. As a lot of you know, the seventh one from the late 80s is one of my favorite albums of all time. That, along with Madman Across the Water by Elton John and Small Creeps Day, the first solo album by Genesis' Mike Rutherford. But whenever I get a chance to talk to any of the guys from Toto, I like to concentrate a little heavier on the seventh one. I know it was not as big in North America, but it was quite a big album in Europe and, well, all over the world. So on this one, and I think Joseph saw me coming, we wanted to talk about not only the seventh one, but specifically Pamela. Who was the real Pamela? Because last time he had hinted, he says, well, and this is probably out on other videos, I'm not sure. He had hinted that Pamela was an actress that a lot of us knew. In this video, he tells us who that actress was, who he wrote the song Pamela for, and I give him a little insight on the actress, the main actress, who played Pamela on a couple of Toto videos in the late 80s, but specifically the Pamela video. Check it out. This is part one of our interview with Joseph Williams. This is Rock History Music. We touched on Pamela last time and the fact that you wrote a sequel to that song, but I mentioned the girl in the video, and well, there's a few girls on Pamela. This is an interesting topic for me because you never know what's going to happen and who the video, the main girl, you probably know this, but the main girl who was also in Stop Loving You in the background in the video, she's married to a Getty.
Is she really?
Hold on. I've got to show you this. I find it's my duty to show you this. I think I can. Okay.
Is it Balthazar Getty?
Balthazar Getty. Hold on a second.
My wife actually knew him, babysat him when he was a little kid.
Are you serious? Someone had sent this to me after you said that. You said, well, I'd like to know her too. Everyone, she's a video girl. But all those gals, they were all off. They were not with you guys. That was all separate filming set, right?
Correct. Like on the seventh one videos with Pamela and Stop Loving You, those were girls who were cast to be in those videos.
The lady we're talking about is Rosetta Millington. She's the main gal you were singing to off those two, and especially with Stop Loving You. So right. She's married to Balthazar Getty. Then Diane Manza was in the Pound Cake video, the brunette. She was in the Pound Cake video for Van Halen. And I didn't know any of these people because I don't do the video girl thing. But when I got onto it, I went, and then the other two girls are Kathy Doyle and Cindy Compton. I don't know who they are, but there you go.
Yeah.
We tracked them down, Joseph Williams. Balthazar Getty will have a private investigator outside my house.
So the girl that Balthazar Getty married is the girl whose gigantic poster is on the room. That's her. Okay, got it. Yeah, that was Stop Loving You. Yeah, that was that video.
Stop Loving You, right.
Yes. So yes. I guess we were calling her Pamela, for the Pamela video because they were there for both.
You just one more thing about Pamela. After you'd said you'd mentioned people, of course, they grab onto this stuff, man. They went, oh my God, he wrote a sequel to it. And then even because that was one of my favorite songs in the repertoire. Someone said, Pamela Anderson, you can say no comment. Okay, so that's a no comment. That's what you just gave me.
Yeah. Pamela, was it about Pamela Anderson? No.
Okay. People are always curious, especially with that album, though. Again, I'll move on in a second here. That album to me is it's a strange thing. It's a phenomenon, that album. It's like it didn't become this huge hit, not in North America, but in hindsight, and it does have an 80s feel to it. It still sounds there's a lot of 80s feel to that album, but to me that, like I said, I've got Madman. I told you last time, Madman Across the Water, Small Creeps Day, the first Mike Rutherford solo album, and the seventh one. That's it. People ask me all the time. They go, oh, what's your favorite? No, they always scratch it. They go, what? Not Zeppelin 4? I'm going, love Zeppelin 4. Come on. It turns, by the way, 50 this year, as you probably know. But That's it. And one more thing. I wrote, I hate to sound like a super fan because I'm not supposed to do that because I'm a broadcaster. But I wrote Toto, and did I ever tell you this?
I wrote Toto after the greatest hits came out, past and present. And I wrote them I told Steve P that, he just laughed. And then Luke, I told as well. I wrote them an angry letter because I'm going, who's this new guy? What the hell? So, there you go. Thought I'd share that with you.
Totally fine.
Okay. A major thing is I just wanted to bring up the Pamela girls. And don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of notes here, but then I got onto that. I'm going, my wife says, you're going to mention the Pamela girls, aren't you? I says, well,
Yeah.
When in
Well,
Rome,
you know who the real Pamela is?
No.
Oh, okay. Because there is a real person.
Well, you told me that last time, and you said that she was in the industry.
Yeah, she's an actress. Her name is Pamela Adlon. She played Louis C.K.'s wife in one of his sitcoms. She's played his wife in a couple of different things that he's done. You'd recognize her. She's sort of a shorter, demure, sort of, now she would be in her 50s. Very New York kind of a voice like
I think I know. Long dark hair?
Long dark hair. When she was a kid and I was in my early 20s, I was madly in love with her, and we had this very tumultuous relationship for a very short period of time. And I wrote a song called Pamela for her, independently of Dave. And one day I was up at Dave's house and he was writing a song and he sang me this chorus that had Pamela in it, and I stopped him. And I said, no, I got to finish the song with you because I'm actually breaking up with a girl called Pam. So there is a real Pamela.
But you wrote the sequel to it off your solo album.
The sequel. I call it the sequel. It's called Black Dahlia. And the reason is I call it the sequel is because the lyrics, when I was writing the lyrics, I was thinking about the same person at that same time. It's not like I was writing a song about her now. I was writing a song about how I used to feel about her in the old days. It's like it was the sequel to Pamela if there had been an immediate sequel.
Perfect. Well, thank you. You've closed the chapter for me. My life is complete now. Anyway, this has been